everyone, welcome back. So today I'm doing something a bit different. I thought I'd show you how I do my regular cleaning of my washing machine. Well, I say regular, it's not that regular. I normally do it every other month-ish, but I haven't done it for a while, so it's a bit minging. And it's basically just using bicarbonate of soda and white vinegar, and you can use a bit of essential oil if you want it as well. But yeah, so it's quite easy. You don't have to be buying the shop bought ones, you can do it quite easily from home, and I thought I'd show you like in real time how I do it. So if you like that sort of thing, stick around and watch it. Okay, so I just pour in a little bit of bicarb of soda. I don't do measuring, I just pour in whatever I think I need, and then I just add a little bit of warm water to it and give it a good mix. Okay, so this is the washing machine. I haven't cleaned it for a while. I've done the you know, the sort of shop bought cleaners that you can do, but I've not actually scrubbed the inside or anything for a while. So I've got my solution here. I couldn't find any sponges, so I've got one off my Dishmatic, but anything will do just to give it a good scrub. So I get my rubber gloves on.
I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to
just get a microfiber cloth and just put it in some warm water just to rinse off some of that bicarb. So next I'm using white vinegar with essential oil. You can use tea tree, it's a good disinfectant, but I didn't have any, so I used peppermint. Okay, so I'm now gonna shut that up, open this. Ew, that's disgusting, but don't worry, we'll clean that later. I pour that in. And then I'm gonna put it on baby care, because that's the hottest temperature that my washing machine does. Some washing machines have like a cleaning program, but I don't think this one does, or if it does, I've never found it or used it. I always just put a wash on 95 degrees. So now to wait for 2 hours and 22 minutes. Okay, so it is sometime later. And the washing machine, obviously this is, I haven't done any of this yet, this is all still dirty, but actually inside it smells, I don't know, it's hard to, basically it smells of nothing. it doesn't smell, you know, scented or anything, it just smells of nothing, which I think is a good thing, because obviously that's got rid of all the bacteria and all the minging stuff that was probably looming in there. So now is I want to check the filter and drain anything, and then I'm going to remove this minging thing that's not been cleaned for a while and give that a clean as well. I almost feel ashamed to show you this, but at least we'll see good results. Look at that, that is disgusting. All that up there and in there, that's minging. Let's get that cleaned. Okay, so what I use for this is I use a little bit of the bicarb that we've already used. Take out this blue bit. Just to give it a scrub to get rid of any of the stuff that's sort of stuck on a bit, you know, like all the, I guess, mould. Or the black nasties. I mean, it's not too bad, I've seen worse.
but ideally I wouldn't let it get this bad before I did it. But that just helps to sort of get rid of some of the muck. And then I've got this sort of thing. It's actually a Denta toothbrush, I think. 49p I think it was from Home Bargains. And I just put it in my bicarb solution. And it's just easier to get to all the little crevices. You can use just a normal toothbrush as well. I do have like a cleaning toothbrush that I use. So I do a bit of washing up liquid. Again, I don't measure, just a little bit. And then a bit of vinegar. And a little bit of warm water. Again, if you've got tea tree, you can put that in to sort of help kill some of the germs or any other sort of essential oils just to make it smell nicer. I don't tend to do that on this bit because I just think that it's not going to smell like that forever, so that's the point. I quite like the smell of vinegar in it because it just smells so clean. And as you can see, I hope you can see, it really does just all come off so easily, all the grime. And again, this is good for getting in all the little bits, like so. That bit as well, this side of it is perfect to get in that little hole. Just fits perfectly in there. I've also got, so these are actually straw cleaners, but they come in handy for so many things. And cleaning that is just one of them. Look at that. Ooh. So yeah, that's handy.
One too many times they taught me lows are what makes you feel so high. No matter how far my mind would wander, I'd always dare it to.
So satisfying this.
I'd always dare it to go even farther.
Just let that soak. It gets rid of all the traces of the bicarb and it just makes it even easier just to wash it all off and make it really clean. I hate that noise. It scares me every time. Okay, so we've got this little sort of plug here. And you just turn it anti-clockwise, carefully. And the water just starts to come out. So I just leave it there for a minute just to make sure the water doesn't all come gushing out. If I need more towels, I can get them. That's slowing up a bit now. And then that is the lovely filter. So I'm going to wipe that with a paper towel and put it in the bin, and then I'm going to go and wash it in the same solution that I'm washing the drawer in. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken all the sort of scummy stuff off it, and now I'm just going to rinse it under a hot tap just to get any other bits out. And I've rinsed off the drawer, and that's just draining on the side now. So that's already looking pretty much like new. So I've got the same solution that I used before, the vinegar, the fairy liquid, and just a little bit of bicarb. And I just, once I've submerged it in there, I just give it a scrub with my little brush. And that's pretty much it. Make the washing machine perform better as well, because obviously a clean filter is better for it. And then I'm just going to rinse it all off with cold water. And that is ready to go back in. Lovely jubbly. So I'm just going to put that back in there. Twist it round again. And that is that done. Just make sure there's water's all mopped up. Good. This bit isn't as much fun, it's quite tricky. But it is important if you want your washing machine thoroughly clean, to make sure that all these little water holes are clean. And you can actually see that when I'm spraying that, it's just coming off. It's not even needing much scrubbing. So that's good. I've got a little sponge here. And I'm going to put it in that vinegar solution and just put it in the drawer and squeeze it just to wash off all that muck and all the bicarb as well. And a tip for this not to get as bad, I do it with the door of the washing machine to the drum, but I don't do it as much with the drawer, and that is to leave it open when you've finished a wash, even if it's just for an hour or so, just to let it dry, and it slows down the time that it takes to grow the mould. So I'm just going to leave that vinegar just to soak in before I wash it all away finally, while I move on to doing the outside of the washing machine and the seal. Okay, so obviously with all this you can see there's just a few sort of dribble marks. You can use any multi-surface cleaner. I'm going to use the vinegar again because I just think it helps to break down the soap scum. So I just liberally spray it everywhere, including in there. If it's really bad you can use the bicarb, but I don't think I'm going to need it in here because that's literally just washing away anyway with the vinegar, because it's not that bad. Because I do wipe the inside of my drum, the inside of the seal quite often. So yeah, just spray it all like that. Again, I've got vinegar and warm water, and I am just going to go in with my little brush again, but I've not got bicarb on it, so I don't think it needs it. But like I say, if yours is worse than this, then you might want to just put some bicarb on. And that's literally it for that. And then get my sponge. And then just wipe. Now again, this is soaked in vinegar. And I'm going inside the rim there. You can see it's not too bad. Yeah, so even though I'm washing it, I'm not using washing up liquid or anything like that. I'm literally just using warm water and vinegar, because that's going to stop any more build up of the soap and help clean it, basically, make it smell all fresh. And then I just finish doing the outside. And again, you can go in with your brush up here if you need to do the dial, but again, mine's fine, so I don't need to do that really. Inside of the door, that can get quite dusty, and that's it for that. So then you can get a microfiber cloth. I've just got one of these elbow grease cloths, or multi-purpose cloths, and you just want to make sure it's really dry, because again, you don't want to leave too many damp bits. Obviously, if you're going to use it straight away, there's no point in going crazy drying it, but I'm going to use that because it's pretty much clean. Look at that. Ooh, yummy. So there we go. There are a few little marks in there that don't come off, but all the actual soap scum and that is gone. So I'm going to leave it at that and put the drawer back in. Nice and clean. So there we have it. Nice clean washing machine. Ready to get muckied up again.